Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back. So now we are going to learn how to draw a box and whisker plot, or I can call it box plot. Okay, they are just the same thing. So this is just a visualization of how a box plot looks like. So we have a first quartile, second quartile, and the third quartile. And this is my new to you all. We call this lower fence and then upper fence, and we have outliers out of the fences. All right, this is just an example, yeah. But let's have a look at what is box plot. What is box and whisker plot? Okay, so a box plot is defined as a graphical method. So if you can look here, the definition here, a graphical method of displaying variation in a data set, in a set of data. Okay, in most cases, a histogram analysis provides a sufficient display, but a box and whisker plot can provide additional detail while allowing multiple sets of data to be displayed in the same graph. So I can show you the example of multiple set of data to be displayed in the same graph. So this is one graph. Okay, this is in the same graph. We got three box and whisker plot. You can see here, box and whisker 1 is much more smaller, and the box and whisker 2 is much more bigger, and the third one is a little bit smaller than the first one. So basically, this is just a conventional way to display a data set from from a statistician to their client. So that is just this is just an example to show you what is the comparison of company A, company B, and company C, for example. Um, just like that, just to show a finding from a data set. So this is just a display to the client. If you are providing the service of analysis, so you got to show it by using box and whisker plot. Okay, and then there are so many other ways. There are so many other ways of providing the data analysis, and you will learn it a lot in university. But for now, all we gotta do is just to know how to draw the box and whisker plot for the data below. So this is the only data that you have here, which is 25. The number of data is 25. If you count it one by one, it is n is equals to 25. But first and foremost, we always must rearrange it first in ascending order. Remember it, in ascending order, yeah? So from small to big numbers, it is from 31 until 79. You write it down 31 and you cut it. You write it down 32 and you cut it until you finish every numbers there. Okay, be careful and you gotta double check for it. And then the second step is to find the first quartile, second quartile, and the third quartile. So this is you have learned this already in my previous video. You have learned how to find the first quartile, which is the formula. It is just 1/4. Okay, 1/4 times with the total data, which is now 25. So I'm now going to write 25 observation there. All right, so 1/4 times with 25 is 6.5 observation. So please know that 6 point, the word point. Okay, if you can see point there, you know that this is non-integer already. So when this is non-integer, we must not take 6. Okay, kita mesti ambil yang mana? Kita mesti ambil the next integer. The next integer saja, and then we just calculate which one is the seventh one. So this is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven. So 7 is 50. The seventh observation, kedudukan yang ketujuh adalah 50. So 50 ini adalah first quartile kita. So we write down there 50. But this is not your final answer lah. You cannot put hashtag yet. So Q2. Q2 is the second quartile ataupun kita panggil dia sebagai median. So median adalah half, separuh daripada data set itu didarabkan dengan separuh. Dibahagikan. Okay, 25 dibahagikan dengan 2. Iaitu 1/2 darabkan dengan 25. Iaitu berapa? 12.5. So 12.5 observation is still what? It's still point. And so this is non-integer, isn't it? This is non-integer. integer. So non-integer is we round up. Again, we round up to the next integer, which is 13th. 13th observation. Okay, the 13th observation is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 is 61. You write there 61. The answer is 61. And then the last one is third quartile. Third quartile is 3 over 4 times with 25, which is what? Which is 18.75. 18.75 observation. So 18.75 is also non-integer. So remember, non-integer semuanya hanyalah perlu round up to the next integer, ya. Round up to the next integer. Itu adalah formula kepada quartile, formula kepada median, formula kepada percentile. Semuanya menggunakan formula yang sama. Kalau kita berjumpa dengan point, perkara yang point ni semuanya kita round up. Bukan round off tetapi round up. Round up bermaksud tambah satu unit. Okay. So here will be 19th observation. 19th observation adalah yang ke berapa? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19, 20. Oh, 19. No. Apa aku kira ni? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, we want 19. So we want 19. 19 is 66. So 66 it is the answer. So now we already got our Q3, which is 66. Our Q2 is 61. And our Q1 is 50. So this is important, yeah, because we are going to use Q3 and Q1 to find our next step, which is interquartile range, or I call it as IQR. This is new to you guys, which the formula is you must memorize this one. Tolong hafal ya. Q3 will be minus with Q1. You will get the interquartile range. So 66 minus with 50, you will get 16. And then this 16 will be used in lower fence. Yang ini pun hafal juga. You tak boleh tak hafal. You mesti hafal sebab dia tidak diberi dalam exam. You must remember lah. Q1 tolak 1.5 kali IQR. So Q1 adalah 50 untuk lower fence, ya. We call this as lower fence. You can write it down there. Lower fence bersamaan dengan 50 minus 1.5 darabkan dengan 16. And you will get the answer, which is 26. And then upper fence, so write it down there, upper fence there, which is Q3 is 66 plus 1.5 times 16. The answer is 90. Ta-da! And so we are very close to our plot now. Step yang terakhir adalah step lukis, draw. Okay, lukis. We are now at step 4, the final step, which is we are going to draw it. Step number 4, we plot. We plot one by one. So before you plot, make sure you do a very nice scale here. Scale dia adalah 1/10 lah. Okay, jaraknya adalah 10, 10, 10 supaya kemas dan adil. Alright, so make sure you scan your answer first, and you can see here these numbers will help you to plot with the 1/10 ni punya scale graph. So this is you have to be smart here lah. You got to think by yourself which is the suitable scale that you can use. You got to think by yourself over there. So first thing first is we plot the Q1, Q2, and Q3. Q1 is 50. So I put there 50 there. So I label it Q1. Q2 is 61. So I label it here. Lukis dan terus label lah. This is Q2. Q3 is 66. 66 and maybe around here. This is Q3. So setiap kali lukis, terus label. Senang. And so you put a long line here to make it looks like a box. So this is called as the box. The box containing Q1, Q2, and Q3. Okay, and then kita perlukan apa lagi yang kita ada. So now kita dah settle Q1, Q2 and Q3. We now go to the lower fence and the upper fence here. So the lower fence here is 26. So where is 26? 26 is around here, I guess. Yeah, 26 is around here mungkin. Okay, this is not the whisker, yeah. This is the fence. So the fence I use dotted line. So dotted line is 26 over here. So this is 26 and this is 90. 90 I use the same dotted line. So dotted line I use it as the fence sebab senang nak bagi you all nampak that this is the fence. Make sure you all label it. Labelkan dia sebagai lower fence and the upper fence. Alright? So now you almost there. You sudah pun settle segala maklumat yang you dah you dah pun plot segala maklumat yang you ada, which is Q1, Q2, Q3 and the lower fence, upper fence. Now what you don't have is the whisker. You tak ada the whisker and you do not know what is the whisker value here, hujung-hujungnya. So what is this? What is this value then? So we call the whisker value is the mean and the max value. The mean and the max value. So how do we find the mean and the max value? It is just very easy. You got to look at your data set balik. Look at your data set and look at what is your fence 26. So your fence is 26, you know that. So 26 is before uh, di depan 31 kan. So I label here the fence is 26. The fence is bukanlah 26. The fence is here. This is the lower fence. The lower fence is 26 kan. 26 adalah sebelum 31. So how about the upper fence? Upper fence is 90. So 90 is at the back lah kan. 90 is at the back. Tapi jangan tulis 90. All you gotta write is just know the fence lah. So the fence is here. And then if you can see your data set ni semuanya di dalam fence. Okay, di dalam data, this is your data set. Warna hijau ni we call it your data set lah. And then your fence, it's outside of the data set. So apa-apa yang di luar fence kita panggil dia sebagai outlier. Apa-apa yang di luar pagar kita panggil dia sebagai outlier, you know that? Okay, outliers. Let's say kalau ada 80. 80 ni adalah outliers. Dan kita kena labelkan dia outliers. Tetapi sekarang kita tak ada outlier. Kita tiada. Kita tak ada langsung outliers, tetapi kita ada nilai yang sebelum upper fence ni. Okay, kita ada nilai yang selepas lower fence ni, which is the 31. Maybe I use a different now. We have a 31 and 79. So 31 and 79 ni, 31 ni lah yang paling minimum point closest to the lower fence, and the 79 is the maximum value that closest to the upper fence. Therefore, the minimum value you can label here, minimum is 31, maximum is 79. It's according to the data set yang menghampiri lower fence adalah minimum value dan menghampiri upper fence adalah the maximum value. So whatever inside of the fence is the mean and the max value lah. So mean is 31, max is 79. So your job is to label the mean. The mean is now 31 is around here, and then 79 is around here. And then all your job to do is just to make the whisker, make a line there. This is called the whisker line. So you now have to label the mean and the max. Settle. All you got to remember is to always label everything. When you label everything, I will guarantee you will get full mark like that. So remember ya, soalan ni tak ada outliers, therefore you don't have to write any outliers there. No need. This question, no outliers. Therefore everything in the data set is inside of the fences. Thank you.